Hey guys, welcome back to Hefner Farms. Today we're working on the fence project and I'd like to bring you guys along with us. That way you guys can see what we're up to and how we're doing it. So why don't you guys come along with us and let's get it done. So right here behind me I've got about a 3-acre field, and we've got another, I don't know, 6-7 acres worth of property that we're going to be fencing off, that we've actually already started on. You guys have seen some short videos. We've had a few longer videos about it, but I wanted to bring you guys along today, kind of show you exactly what we're up to. I'll show you the fence line for the most part, and what all it's about. So like I said, this is a 3-acre field here that we have. It actually wraps around the pond and my dad's house, which is right up on the other side. And then in that corner up there, we have kind of an opening that we have blocked off. That's going to go into this wood area. So this is the start of the new fencing area that we've already started. And we've set a couple posts and one across the dam and everything. But the good thing about this 10 acres that we're about ready to do is it has a flowing creek down here at the bottom of the pond. So at the bottom of the dam, a creek starts and it'll run all the way through our property. And we're gonna give these cows access to that. The good thing about that creek is since it's always flowing, it never freezes. So during the winter time, they'll be able to get through here. They'll cut their own paths through the woods. We're gonna help them out a little bit with the bobcat. But they'll be able to get down there and get some fresh water all the time. We're still gonna have water up here by the barns and stuff, but that's a little bit more practical. We don't have to worry about freezing water as much, and that is one big reason why we're doing it. Another part of it, there's about 3 acres of pasture land that they're going to be able to eat off of as well. But anyways, I'm going to hook you guys up to the front of the gator, and I'm going to drive this fence line, and I'll stop in a couple spots and we'll talk about it, and I'll show you what we're up to. So this section right here, we're gonna have a big gate. Actually, we were gonna do a 16-foot gate here, but I think that's gonna be too much. So we're gonna end up doing 2 8-foot gates here. And on this other side here, we're gonna have another 8-foot gate, or 6-foot, we haven't decided. But this is our back cornfield here. And so whenever that is out and the crop is harvested for the year, and it's winter time, and we're trying to find more food sources for the cows, we'll be able to throw an electric fence up on this area and run them out here as well. This property, we have about 100 and some odd acres to work with, so we're going to try to utilize that as much as we can that we have ability to. So with this 16-foot opening and the 8 or 6-foot opening we're going to have here, this is an old fence line that goes down. It's pretty good shape. Obviously right here we'll have to pull these wires a little tighter, and but other than that, there's not much work to do on this fence line. And then at the very end of it, I'll take you guys down there and we tie it into that section down there, and we go across the wood line on the back. So I'll take you back on that side and we'll take a look at it. This is that old fence line that I was telling you about. It comes all the way down. This existing fence line it followed a different route. It went down through the woods and back on the other side there, but we decided to tie it in here. This actually goes right along the edge of the fence, or I'm sorry, the wood line. And so we've already got this section done. We've been working on pulling wire the last few weeks. But we just found an old tree that was pretty solid, it's got a lot of life to it, and attached to that, and kept going. Down to the other end there, we've got a couple H-frame setups that go around the corner, and we've actually got one more wire we're going to pull off of that today and finish that backside run. So I'll take you over there, show you that, and then show you where it dips down into the woods and where the creek is at, and then we're going to start pulling wire and setting some more posts today. So this is the wire that we're going to be running today. It actually goes all the way down to the woods opening. We'll be tying it in down there. I've got an attachment that goes to the front of the gator that we have a spool of wire there that we're going to attach to it. I'll hook to our post or tree that we have down there, and then we'll bring it all the way back here and hook it to this area. Now, in order to get these wires as tight as we possibly can, that winch that I put on the front of this gator, I don't know if you guys have seen that video, a while back actually. We put a winch on the front of the gator for this purpose. So we'll be able to pull that wire as tight as possible and get these wires nice and tight, and just better chances of the fencing to stay there a lot longer, and that way the cows can't go through. We like to do 5 wires. We've done it before in 4. But we've noticed that sometimes they get a little antsy and they like to jump over a fence, or you'll have a little calf. A lot of times the calves can go right through the fence anyways, but they're going to stay with their mama. But they can get through that. So we like to try to make it as tight as we can, as close together as we can, and make it look nice and neat as well. So I'll take you down to the wood opening, and then we'll see what I can do. I might take you down to the creek and show you the water access. And then I got to get going on doing some work. So this is the tie-in point down at the woods. And like I said, I've got one more wire to wrap around, and then we'll pull it all the way up there to that H-frame and pull it tight. So right through here, we're going to have another fence line that goes through here, and all the way down there at the very bottom of that hill is the creek access. Dad's already been down here kind of working a pathway through here. This actually goes all the way down. This actually used to be our opening that goes into the into the woods. We use the tractor sometimes to go down through there, but that's a little overgrown, and we're going to be working on a different access point there. But we're coming up on the creek down here. So right here is actually where the fence is going to be going across the creek, and back up on the other side there's some posts there, and then gets back up there on that other side, and that's kind of where it ties into going back to that 3-acre pasture that I was telling you guys about. We've got an idea about how we're going to go across this creek. Creeks are hard because you can't put a post down through the creek. Number one, there's rocks in the way, and number two, it's not going to stay. So we ended up getting a big concrete barrier. We're going to set right in the middle, and my dad's bolted a couple T-posts to it, and that's how we're going to get across this creek. But I'll bring you guys along for sure whenever we do that. So yeah, like I said, it goes up across that way, and they'll have access to this whole creek line that goes up to basically the other pasture. Alright guys, I'm going to hook up that attachment to the front of the gator and start pulling wire and trying to get some stuff done. that's how we pull that that wire as tight as we can. Like I said, we've got that winch on the front of the gator that we can pull it tight and get it where we need it. Right now we've got a string line. We've got this string line marked out every 11 feet, and that's for our T-post that we'll be putting in here. So Dad and I are going to work on that. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow along. That way you guys can see the finishing product of this fence project we got going on. It won't be long. We'll be finishing up, putting more cows out on this pasture, and I think they'll be happy. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thanks.